Are you ready, my friend?
I'm always ready.
He's always ready.
Always ready.
I'm going to start off right out of the rip with a would you rather. It is a Cinco de Mayo question.
Oh gosh, it's a question or okay, whatever.
It's a would you
Continue.
It's a would you rather from Cinco
Continue.
de Mayo.
I have your celebrity mashup, by the way.
Who is it?
I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay. Would you rather eat the world's hottest pepper, or you have to stay at the table until you finish 50 tacos? Both are going to be a tummy ache.
Yeah.
The only drink you get, by the way, is a spicy margarita.
Shit. I'm going with the. Wait, are you talking about for the pepper or for the meal?
Both. That's all you get.
Fudge. Pepper.
You're going hot pepper?
I'm going hot pepper. Just because, I mean, a lot of people can say, I ate 50 tacos in one setting.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people can say I ate the world's hottest pepper.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the tacos because I don't want to have dragon butt.
You're going to have dragon butt with tacos, bro.
I'm going to have the sputters, but dragon butt with the hot pepper, no thank you. I'll be shooting out fire out my ass, and I'm not in on that. But to have spicy margaritas for 50 tacos, it's going to be a disaster.
Oh, it's going to be terrible, but
So,
all right. So
can't leave the table until the 50 tacos are done, so I'm just going to be chilling for a while.
See, my hurt is going to stop before yours.
100% accurate. But the damage on the innards from yours, I just don't know if I could take it.
I don't like having. You could take the damage from the innards on yours.
I don't like having. I didn't say you couldn't go take a deuce in the middle of your taco.
Yeah, but that's leaving the table.
Oh, I'll poop on the floor.
So you better have a special chair made.
Bring me a bucket.
Bring in a bucket.
Okay, so Jordan has a secret talent. Celebrity mashups. If so and so had a baby, this is what they would look like. And apparently he's very accurate. That's a hidden talent.
It's a hidden talent.
I don't know this talent because I've never seen him perform this in action.
And by saying like I'm very talented, like no one's ever disagreed. No one's ever been like, no, no way. But so people have been like I said, I have people like, oh my God, like you got that? And I was like, correct. Like that, I see it.
Okay. You said you have mine.
I have yours.
Oh dear. Let's hear it.
Yours is if Jimmy Fallon and Billy Ray Cyrus had a baby.
Is that because I have a mullet?
Yep.
So you're just doing accessory work.
But.
And I look like, who do I look like more? Billy or Fallon?
Yeah, Fallon's features with Billy's hair.
Okay. I'll take that, I guess. I mean,
and mustache.
All right. I don't know how I feel about that. Also, I thought we were doing like a mix and mash of like parenting, not two dudes made me. Yeah, I thought we were talking about like a man and a woman.
Nope.
Like
I mean, sometimes it can be.
Right. Not this one.
Not this one.
If I didn't have a mullet, does Billy Ray go away?
Yeah. And then I would.
So he's just the accessory. Jimmy's my features.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then you would be Jimmy Fallon and Vince Vaughn.
What's up, you ghouls and goblins?
Ghouls and goblins.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the We'll See You Later podcast, brought to you by Happy's Energy and Nutrition, the best energy on the planet. This is episode 14. I am your co-host, Jeremy.
And I am Jordan.
And we are your entertainment. Oh. I don't know where I was going either, but
I didn't know. Nope.
We are your entertainment for this fine episode of the We'll See You Later podcast, where we talk all things sports and entertainment from a fan's point of view. So without further ado, Jordan. Pig walk. Okay, so we're going to start real quick. I wasn't even going to talk about basketball.
But you got to.
But we got to.
Last minute.
Roster update has happened. First and foremost, before we get into our roster, Battle has announced where he is going.
Where's he going?
Can you guess?
Kentucky.
Nope, it's a blue blood. I'm going to put quotations around it, though.
Oh.
It is a blue blood by definition, but.
Illinois.
No, they're blue.
Illinois is blue.
Illinois is orange.
And?
Okay, that's a secondary.
North Carolina.
No. No, see that I think that's a true blue blood.
Oh, so this is a fake blue blood.
I think it's like they're in the conversation, but they're not like they're like a second tier blue blood. Name the blue bloods that you think are like for real blue bloods.
Duke, North Carolina,
Sure.
UConn.
Yeah, I think they should be in that category now.
And
I think of two more.
You think of two more?
Mm-hmm. One was obvious, but the coach is with us now.
Kentucky.
I think they're a blue blood. I mean,
yes,
for sure.
I just forgot them. I think it's because I already said Kentucky. And you said no. But yes, Kentucky is a blue blood to me, and not Purdue.
No, I'm talking in true blue like teams.
True. Oh,
like blue logo teams. I think Kansas.
You think Kansas?
I think Kansas is one of those top tiers. They're always in the mix. So here's the wannabe for me. That battle is going to Gonzaga. I think they're always in contention, but they never win.
Yeah.
Like I think with the other blue bloods, they've actually
there's always so much expectation for Gonzaga.
And then
you say Gonzaga?
Mm-hmm.
I say Gonzaga.
I don't know.
I think you're right.
I don't know. I just know they call them the Zags.
Yeah,
but it still could be Gonzaga.
No, I think you're right. I just like to say it that way.
But yeah, he is going to Gonzaga.
Wish him luck.
Yeah. He says he's going to be the best guard in the country next year. That's what he said.
Okay.
So that was his words, not mine.
He should have been the best guard in the country this year.
Yeah.
Would have been real nice.
Yeah, it would have been great.
Thanks, buddy.
I saw also before we go into the new edition, Brazil took his name out of the draft and is now in the transfer portal.
Oh.
But then he got offered to go to the draft. I don't know how that works because at the last minute, the portal was closing. He retracted into the portal, but then got invited. So I don't know how that works.
Oh, he got invited to the draft.
Yeah, to like the combine or whatever.
Yeah.
The draft combine stuff. Yeah. He got invited.
Oh.
But I don't know if he can go now because he is in the portal.
Yeah, he pulled back. I don't know how that works.
I don't either, but
we don't hear about that very often.
Nope. So Blocker, Devo, Mark, and Brazil all still in the portal, have not announced. Super curious to see where they go.
I'd take Mark back.
Out of this group, I would do Mark. If we could bring back a Brazil that has a heart.
2 years ago?
Yeah, I'm okay with that too. I'm also okay with a Blocker still. I'm very okay with that.
Blockers? I thought Blocker chose already.
I don't believe he's completely chose. I thought he was just in it. So we have a new player.
We do.
On our Arkansas Calvary Razorbacks. Adu Thiero?
Spell it for me.
Thiero.
Thiero.
He's a sophomore. He's 6'8" forward from Kentucky. Has now transferred here. He's one of Cal's guys.
Yeah.
Averaged 7.2 points a game and 5 rebounds. Didn't play a whole lot. That now on our list of players for these Hogs, these new Hogs, are 7. We have Big Z. We have Adu from Kentucky. We have Adu from Tennessee. John L. Davis from FAU. And we have 3 freshmen, Carter Knox, Boogie Fland, and Billy Richmond are all on the squad.
There we are.
So that's our team at this point. We still have 5 or 6 points. Still have 5 or 6 spots left. So we'll see if anybody returns. Super excited to see if anybody comes back, or are we just going completely fresh? I'm good with either one, to be honest with you. But I don't have a whole lot for basketball other than we're just excited. Yep. Like there's not much we can do other than just announce who's new and hope to Jesus that this team figures it out and this isn't a complete waste of time.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this, the excitement, it's been worth it already on the ride. Just the excitement alone.
Yeah.
But we're going to go straight into baseball. The Diamond Hogs, rough weekend. Strikeout counter, we were looking really good Friday.
Yeah.
Hagen Smith had 14. But we are up to what on our strikeout counter, Jordan?
1, 2, 1. 576.
576. 6 regular season games to go. I'm going to count the whole season. By the way, that's just how I'm going to count it. But we had a really good start to the week, going 15-10 in the midweek against Missouri State. And then the opening day against Kentucky going for 18. And then the next 2 days, the strikeouts just weren't there. Hagan up to 100 and what? In the corner.
120.
125. He's got 2 regular season games to go. I think he could have a really, really big one this coming week. And then A&M, last game of the last little game of the year for him. And they're going to be hopefully a top 5 team just like we are. That's going to be a real test.
Mm-hmm.
I love that though, because he did remember Oregon State. So the standings, we don't give a about 9 through 16. I think no matter what happens, we are a lock for a hosting of a regional. All we care about, Hog fans, is 1 through 8. I don't want the dreaded 1 seed, to be honest with you right now. Every time we've gotten a 1 seed, you feel a little uneasy about it. I'd rather stay in this mid pack, but we want to be 1 through 8. Number 1 is Tennessee right now. Clemson at 2, A&M at 3. Kentucky hops us up to 4. We have slid to 5. East Carolina 6, Oregon State 7, and FSU 8. That's who is hosting supers right now as well. So host a regional and a super regional. They will play on their home field until they get to Omaha if they can make it that far. Florida State, we're going to go 8-1. Florida State is 35-10. They went 1-1 last week. One of their games got rained out. They're at Pittsburgh this weekend, 18-22. They don't play nobody. Oregon State is 35-12. We do have a win over them. They went 2-1 this past weekend, and they play this weekend UCLA, who is 16-29. Also not playing anybody. Hopefully they just can lose one. Both of those teams can just lose one of those games. That would help us.
Be real nice.
East Carolina is 37-9. They went 2-1 this past weekend. They do have Duke tomorrow, who is 32-14, and they're just outside the top 25, or they're just snuck in. So that will be a good game. And then they're at Tulane, who's 26-22. Tulane's a pretty decent squad. Then you got the Hogs, 40-9 overall, 1-2 this past weekend. Lost our second series. We have at home number 14, Mississippi State, who is 32-16. This would be huge for Mississippi State to really, if they beat us this weekend, this is a massive thing for them to be a national top 16 seed. So we are in for, I think they're going to give us all that we can handle. If our bats don't pick up, we're in trouble. Kentucky hops us. They're at 35-10, which is so weird because we're 40-9.
Yeah.
So we've lost 1 less game, but we've won 5 more. You did beat us, but they went 2-1 against us. They're at Florida this weekend. Florida's a good team, but they're so spotty. They're only 24-23. They're fighting for their life. So hopefully Florida shows up. If they can beat a number 4 Kentucky, that looks really good on their resume. Then you have A&M, who was number 1 last week. They are now number 3. They're 40-8. 1-2 this past weekend against LSU. That was a weird loss for them. And then they're at Ole Miss, who is 25-22, also fighting for those national spots. Like they want to be a 2 seed somewhere. Number 2 is the most, at the moment, to me, overrated, but we'll find out this weekend if they really are. Clemson, 36-10. They did go 2-1 last week. They have number 12 Wake Forest, who's 32-16 this weekend. So let's hope that Clemson, they're not the real deal. Let's just hope. And then you have number 1, new number 1, Smiley. I guess this one's for you. Tennessee, 39-9. They did go 2-1 this past weekend. They are at Vandy, who is 32-16, just snuck out of the top 25 last week. Vandy's on a little bit of a skid in the wrong direction, but they're fighting for that. If they can beat Tennessee, or even if they sweep Tennessee, that's huge. Like they're going to go from 26, 27 in the country to that top 20 spot. So they're fighting to get into the top 16 as well. There's some good games, even though there's only 2 ranked on ranked matches. I think Vandy should be ranked. They just are on a skid. But yeah, brother, how do we feel about the rankings?
No, I mean, I think the rankings are good. I mean, Kentucky had to jump us just because of that, that series win. And then I don't think A&M should have fallen. I'm with you. I don't see it. Clemson hasn't really played anybody. And then Tennessee, I don't know. I want to see Tennessee against more top tier competition.
Yeah, Tennessee, I think, deserves it. I mean, they did what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I just don't understand the Clemson thing, but it's okay.
I don't get. You said they're 36-10.
36-10.
Yeah, I don't.
And you got Kentucky at 35-10.
Yeah.
But they did beat us, so I can accept that. But the Clemson part, I thought we would fall to 4. I thought Kentucky would go to 3, and Texas A&M would go to 2, Tennessee to 1, and Clemson would stay. They would possibly even drop, but I guess they didn't want to drop them.
Yeah.
So they dropped us.
Okay.
Which is okay. We'll take it. To be honest with you, I don't always like being number 1.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter if you're 1 or 8. They're the same thing.
Yep.
The only way that it's better for you as the 1, 2, 3, or 4 is whenever you make it to the actual World Series, you're the home team.
Yeah.
But other than that, you're not on a home field, so you just get the bottom of the inning. So that doesn't matter to me. Making it to Omaha is all that matters. So 1 through 8, we're fine. We would be playing, if we somehow, some way, all stopped right now and went into the World Series, we would have Kentucky and they would be the home team.
I'd take that.
And it would be Hagen versus their guy.
I would take that.
So it doesn't really matter. We just had that happen. There's nobody I don't think that I'm afraid of. What I am scared of is ourselves, is just our batting. Our pitching cannot. They can.
And the fact that we can't find a left fielder.
We got them. It's just, I don't know who you play. But Hogs it's clutch batting. Clutch at bats drive me nuts. For us, this team, we'll get a guy on every inning and the leadoff man, or we'll get a 1-out hit, and then we just strand them with either someone's trying to hit it to the moon and strikes out, or we pop out, double play ball. For the love of God, why do we have Parker Rowland as the DH? Sunday, Parker Rowland did not play with his glove, which he is a great catcher. He DH'd. He can't run for diddly squat poo.
His running is ugly.
His power, he's hit 1 home run, and I think there was a 30-mile-an-hour gust of wind behind it. Like, he don't hit bombs. He can't run. I don't know why we thought his bat was there. I get Souza's been in a little bit of a funk. Wagner, why are we not putting him at the DH?
Yeah, what happened to Wagner? We kind of lost faith.
I don't know. Him, Jones, Souza. Like, I think our DH needs to stay consistent so we have them. Like, have a rotating of 2 of them. Have a weekly and a weekend DH. But that's our biggest issue, is clutch hitting. That's all it is. We are living and dying on the long ball. It just feels like every swing that we do, instead of just taking the ball where it should be, we try to take it to the moon, which I love. I love the power and the passion, but we can play small ball too, which we kind of did a little bit there. Spraglot laid down a bunt.
It was nice.
It was
nice
a beautiful,
to see that they can. They just have to find a way to mix it well with their power hit.
I think that Peyton Holt should stay in center field. Diggs should stay in right field. First, second, and short are already taken up. Third, I think Spraglot should be there. I think your catcher should be. You can still rotate White and Helfrich. I think they can rotate. Left field is who you go with.
Not Lovich.
Lovich, put your hand up. Put your hand back. You can feel the dirt underneath your feet. Don't know if y'all know that. But Lovich kind of sparked game 2. Pop up. It did hit the fence.
Says you. I still say it was Brady's fault to play before.
Right, but this man is backing up. You can feel the warning track underneath you. That's why the dirt's there. That's when you put your hand back. Instead, he just keeps his glove right here, and the ball hits the top of the fence whenever he could have jumped up and caught that ball if he would have felt for the fence. After that, Kentucky kind of went on a run, and then they spanked us Saturday. We spanked them Friday, and then Sunday they came out hot. We tried to fight back. We left so many men on base this weekend. It's ridiculous, but that's been the story of this Hog team. It's just those clutch ABs. Guys, it's got to be consistent. Let's get a 2-spot over here in the 3rd inning. Let's get a 3-spot here in the 5th inning. Let's get another 2-spot in the 6th inning. Let's get 1 in the 7th. Like, let's not get 3 in the 1st and then 1 in the 8th.
Yep.
And just sit in the middle. Like, I get it. I know you're not doing this on purpose, but like, your pitchers are giving you everything they can, especially Hagen. Like if we had our consistent bats, we would beat everybody 9-1. They wouldn't score. They can't score, but we can't either.
Nope.
So, and then you get in the middle guys, and Molina coming off his injury, didn't do too hot. But he threw strikes. They're going to hit you. Like you look at this, Kentucky has the best on-base percentage and the best batting average in the SEC. Like they can hit. Alabama can hit. Mississippi State can hit. A&M can hit. It's not the pitcher's job to literally keep you in the game because you can't hit.
Yep.
The pitcher's giving you all he can. You have to help him back. I don't get it. I don't know if it's because we're rotating too much lineup or we just can't figure out who goes where because we move our lineup so much. But still, I don't think that's the problem. I think that he's trying to find it.
Yeah.
Still, at the end of the year, we're trying to find it, and we're number 5 in the country
because we have so much talent. It's like we have too much talent.
It's ridiculous. But Holt should stay
in
both
left
Paytons
field
or center. I'm okay with him in center, and then you can put
Wilmsmeyer
in left, but his bat's trash. Then you got. I think the best one you could do would be Edmondson, but his bats went to crap.
Put Souza out there.
I think that Jones is my favorite out of that group, just because of the energy he brings. I don't know, because each game's different. Lovich has had a great game, and then they even put Helfrich out there, and he had a good game. And it's like, left field is the big question mark. I think Parker Rowland, if he's not catching, do not give him a bat.
Nope.
Your DHs should be Souza and Wagner. And at the worst, Jones is a third. Other than that, Parker Rowland, I don't know what we were thinking there, Coach. You are the head man, the head hog, so I will try to back you on that one, but I thought we definitely messed that up. But this weekend is huge. I still very much believe that if we go 3-3, like overall, we're easily in the top 16. I think we're still, if we go 3-3, 4-2, we are 100% 4-2, a top 8 team. If we go 3-3, we're right on the edge. It really depends on everybody else.
Yeah.
Like it also depends who, if we go 1-2 this weekend and 2-1 next weekend, I mean, we're in the top 16 for sure. The 8 is going to be the question mark.
Yeah.
Because if we beat A&M, I don't know.
And it all depends on how the rest of the teams play.
Yeah. So if we go 2-1, 2-1, automatically in. If we go 1-2, 2-1, just depends on the other people. The field. It's really going to be great. You never know. Any of these top teams can lose. Like, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. It's not just us. Like, who we're playing, Mississippi State is still fighting for their 16 spot. Vandy's fighting for theirs against Tennessee. Wake Forest is fighting for theirs against Clemson. Ole Miss is just trying to get into the conversation. Florida, same thing. Like, they're all fighting for a playoff spot, whether it's rankings or not. So this is the exciting part about baseball, that every pitch matters now. And then we have the SEC tournament, which if we are in the top 8, I frankly don't give a shit about that. I think you don't pitch any of our starters. You just pitch the new guys. And if you want to, you can throw Hagen in on like a championship game or whatever. But I don't care about it. Everybody's like, Arkansas's never won an SEC tournament. Arkansas's never gave a shit about the SEC tournament. We want the World Series. Okay, it's like winning. It's like, would you remember if Alabama would have won all the national championship in basketball, but they didn't win the conference tournament? No one gave a crap.
Nobody knows.
All the teams got upset pretty much in the SEC tournament in basketball.
Yep.
And then, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, we just think long game, everybody kind of, you ain't even won a conference championship. We're okay with that. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just really excited. This weekend's going to be great. No more week games for us. There's a couple of teams that still have week games to make up for because of all this rain, but we do not. So last home series of the year, regular season, Mississippi State, and then next week, I don't like to skip ahead, but next week is going to be one that could define the season of like rankings for us.
Yep.
We'll have now number 3 Texas A&M, who just got beat down pretty well by LSU at LSU. I never watched any of it. I just kind of watched the score, so I don't know if LSU was just hot or A&M was just not. But we'll see. I'm pumped. The end of our season, this is a tough ass schedule.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's all I got for baseball, bro. If you have anything,
I don't really have anything else. No. It's just like I said, the whole lineup shifting still in this late in the season is what's confusing me. But I trust in Dave Van Horn. So
absolutely. The crazy part for me is that we are rotating every single game, and we're still winning, and we've lost 2 series all year.
Yep.
I mean, this is what's crazy is Arkansas fans are like throwing fits about losing a series. I was like, we've lost 2. Like,
yeah, that's it.
Like, I get it, good problem to have, but at the same time, this is just that we're that good of a team. I would hate to see our bats waste our pitching this year, because that's where we're at. We can get a home run every now and again, but if we're down 5-1 and we hit a solo bomb, and then we hit a single and we leave him there, it's like we got to start. Well, that's a burp. We got to start.
What that was?
That was a burp. It came from in here, though.
I heard that.
That didn't even come out of my throat. That was in my chest.
Yeah, I heard that through the mic.
We've got to learn to play small ball. We've got to learn to move the ball. Like, I don't get it. I've never seen so many guys swinging so hard whenever we've got runners at first and second. Why not lay down a bunt?
Yeah.
Why not do that? I'm okay with it. It doesn't have to be Ty Wilmsmeyer's job to be the only guy who lays down a bunt, or a Peyton Holder or Peyton Stovall. Like, Diggsy can lay one down if he has to. Spragelot did. Aloy can do it. I don't know if he can do it, but like, we've got to play smart situations. Dave will start to tighten that up.
It's home run or bust for Aloy every time
but he will tighten that up. I guarantee if we have no outs and we're with A&M and we're in the 3rd inning and it might be 0-0, guarantee that Dave Van Horn will call for a bunt if it's Aloy. Like, you have to start doing that, because that's how Dave plays. He's played the small ball, and that's what works for us, I think. But what's crazy is we live and die by the long ball, but we're not even in the top 15, I think, in home runs on the year as a group.
Yeah.
Our biggest home run hitter right now is Aloy with 11. Hell, the guy from Georgia has 29. Like,
that's so many.
And then the kid from who else? Who did we just play? Not this weekend, the one before. Whoever we played there, that guy had 24, 25.
Wasn't Ole Miss.
No, it was a big dude. Florida. The Florida dude. He had like 25 or 26.
Fielder, yeah.
Well, center, first base, and pitcher.
Yep.
He played them all.
Yep.
So I don't know why we're trying to hit the bomb. I mean, I'm so happy when we do. But I feel like an outside slider
right now.
Yeah, an outside slider. We're swinging so hard. Diggs' helmet flies off almost every single swing, and Aloy tries to pull an outside slider, and he either swings and misses, or we hit a little, and it's just like, just go the opposite way with it.
Yeah.
The best 2 hitters on the team, vision-wise, are Holt and Stovall when it comes to me, taking the ball where it comes from, especially Stovall. You put him outside, he's trying his best to flick it in the left field or put it in the gap in left center. But I hope we figure it out. Just go 2-1 this weekend. We'll stay at least at 5 at the worst. If we go 2-1, we might bump up depending on someone else. But top 8, all we care about, Hog fans. Do not freak out over 1, 2, 3, 4. All you want to be, if you want to be nitty gritty, top 4 is like the perfect situation. Top 8, you are blessed beyond belief, because you don't know if I don't know if I've ever seen all 1 through 8 all make it to the finals, make it to the World Series.
Yeah.
So if you're the better seed, you'll get the home squad anyway. So top 8 is all we pray for.
All we want to worry about. So now here's my question with wrestling, because they signed Umaga's son.
Yeah.
Fonga.
Yeah, is he the one who came out?
No.
So maybe that's who they're waiting
They signed him the day of WrestleMania, and we haven't seen anything of him.
Yeah. So Backlash happens. Let's catch everybody up. WWE Backlash happens. And then the
Still-
bloodline.
Still no Roman.
Still no
No
Roman.
Seth Rollins.
So I think he has to have surgery.
Yeah,
Like,
he had to have surgery.
Yeah, so Seth is surgery, but since WrestleMania, we've seen no Roman. The bloodline that he was running has now been taken over by Solo Sikoa.
Yep.
It looks like, unless somebody's pulling his strings, it just looks like they're letting him kind of be the leader.
Paul Heyman is scared for his life.
Paul Heyman is terrified, who's the voice of Roman.
Yep.
And then they brought in, who are the two?
First, they brought in Tama Tonga.
Yes.
And then they brought
Who's this new guy that came in this
It's-
past weekend?
so
Also, he
it's
came in late.
Tonga something. Tonga Alo. Like the reason their names are different.
No.
It's because one is a adopted child and one is a blood
So
child
they're brothers?
of somebody of Tonga.
Those two are brothers somehow.
Mhm.
There's not maybe
They're
blood.
stepbrothers
So
or half brothers. They're half brothers.
he came in. He intervened in the match,
Yep.
so the bloodline could win
Against Randy Orton and KO.
So there's now 2 new members of the bloodline. It looks like this new
New trio.
young pup kind of vibe. Still haven't seen Jimmy.
No.
So Jimmy is not around. He got jumped by Solo. So it's like Solo kind of little brother took over,
and
which
they
I
called
think
it.
is going to be fantastic.
They called it too.
Who did?
In an interview.
That's
Jimmy and Jay.
Oh, that he was going to take over.
They're like, he's the tribal chief. No, it's not either one of us.
So I think it's super exciting. So that's the new thing. But they did sign Fatu.
Yeah.
And
Jacob Fatu.
who we thought was going to make a WrestleMania, like that would be his appearance.
But no.
But he
he's not.
didn't. And he still hasn't done it.
And it
So
can't
are
be-
they
it can't be a
saving-
wrestling? It can't be a wrestling thing because that dude was one of the best indie wrestlers I've ever seen.
So are they saving him for Roman's
I think
return?
they're saving him for Roman. But
Him and Jimmy. And I don't know if you bring Jay back or not.
I don't know. Jay needs to have his own solo push.
He is.
I know.
Did you see the reaction?
the
So
whole crowd?
Backlash was in France, and France just showed up for that.
And showed up.
Unbelievable! They were singing. You could hear them over the music. There
They
are
sang-
videos.
They sang Randy Orton's.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
They
Like,
sang Cody's. It was insane. And so Jay he's got a big push, and the Yeet, like,
is killing it.
yeah, you have
They
to let
did it
him
at
be.
a basketball game.
Did they? They
Yeah.
yeeted?
Who won? Somebody won recently, and one of the players went up and told everybody to get their phones out and do the.
Down since day one. It's just me, ooze. Yeet. But he does yeet. So I don't know why you would put anyone with him. He's so hot right now on his own. He doesn't need it.
I think you just bring. No, because the little brother's not there yet. I was gonna say the other Fatu. Bring him, but
I don't know. I
and
don't
bring
know where
them with
this
Roman
goes.
and leave Jimmy and Jay out of it.
I don't know where this goes. But Paul Heyman admitted that he hadn't talked to
The
Roman.
Samoan werewolf is what they call Jacob Fatu.
That's a cool name.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman admitted that he has not talked to Roman since WrestleMania. So everything that he's made, all these claims or whatever, have just been him.
Paul Heyman.
Yeah, he got in trouble with that. He was talking. He's like, I haven't talked to Roman since WrestleMania. And the guy's like, what'd you just say? You've been talking to him every week. But he hadn't.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. And then Cody retains over AJ, which we kind of figured would happen.
He's not gonna lose it.
Not immediately.
I'm not saying
but the
anything
only
bad
thing is
about AJ, but he's not losing it to AJ right after WrestleMania.
there's no build up. Like,
that match was.
It was kind of just thrown in there, and
I think
AJ.
Backlash was when he was supposed to wrestle Seth.
I don't know. I just think that his next opponent, you got to build it.
Yeah.
You got to build. If you're going to make him the face of the company, stop
Uncle.
having him come out with his suit on.
Uncle Howdy.
Yeah, that'd be cool. The Wyatt Six is what they called this possible new group that
Yeah.
they're trying to make. But you got to quit putting him out there and just saying thank you.
Yeah.
And I love you. And this is my dream. We get it.
Keep talking about a dream, and Uncle Howdy's going to become a nightmare.
Yeah, the real nightmare. But I don't know where they go with it. I did see that Braun Strowman is back. He signed back, came out, ran over. It was Logan Paul's situation.
Yeah.
And then did you see that Pat Mahomes was there?
I saw he was there, yeah.
And then Pat Mahomes, like, Braun got in his face and like his 2 linemen stood up beside him. And Braun was like, you gonna need bigger boys than that. And then Jay grabbed him. Jay was out there and he patted him. Come on, Braun, get out of there. But Braun's back. Wrestling right now does not have Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Mommy, MJF. Like, just imagine the names that it. Brock Lesnar, Charlotte. Anybody else that's out?
The Rock.
The Rock, who is hot. Like, they are not in it.
Undertaker.
Well, yeah. Well, he's kind of like I meant like even consistent storyline. There is nobody huge that we are used to seeing there. At least one of them. Yeah. It's all, not saying they're new people, but they're new faces to the front, like official front men, which is Cody, Drew. I think they're trying to push heavy. Like, CM Punk's not even there. Like, he's doing small segments, but he can't do anything.
Yeah.
This is a weird time for wrestling, even though it's still hot. Like, you got Jay trying to, force his way up to the front, which he should be. Mm-hmm. Randy's still there, but how much more of a push are you going to give Randy?
Yeah.
He still should be world champion at least one more time.
One more time.
That would put him, I think, at 15.
One more again.
But yeah, wrestling's just at a weird spot, but I'm very much enjoying it in France. That backlash was electric. NASCAR race happened yesterday. The finish.
Did
you see it? Have you ever seen Cars?
Yeah.
It looked like that finished with the tongue up.
Oh, yeah?
I'm telling you right now, the finish. So there's 4 cars racing last corner. His last name's Busher. Busher and Larson are side by side. Then you had behind them Elliott and Martin Truex Jr. Who you pick?
Is that my guy?
The Bass Pro guy with the beard? You liked him the most.
No, I picked the other guy.
Who?
The Jordan guy.
Reddick. So Martin Truex, who you also said you liked.
I did like.
They're behind. So they're kind of bumping, but they're coming into the finish, and Larson's on the outside, and he does the side bump to slow him down, and he slows them both down. So as he does that, Larson gets the lead. They come to the finish line, and like, he's coming. Here comes Busher. And then you have the other two on the outside. It was nuts. It was like 4 wide. And it didn't look like Kyle Larson won. And even on the radio afterwards, he was like, "Did we get it?" And like, you hear the guy go, "No, I don't think we did. I think he got us." And he's like, "Dang it." And all of a sudden you hear out of nowhere, it's like, "Holy shit, we won. They got us." 0.00000001 was the split. Like, if you look at the picture down the line, it is like he hits the line this much in front of the other person going 170 miles an hour. It was awesome. You couldn't tell the finish at all. And we got it backwards, but it was the coolest thing ever. Kyle Larson wins. I'm tired of Kyle Larson winning, but one hell of a race. My guy is good. We're in the top 6 in points.
Who's your guy?
Ryan Blaney.
Ryan Blaney.
Has not won. But
you know who has won?
We're okay. Ready?
Yeah.
He has?
Yeah.
He has.
I pick winners.
You should. Then you would have picked Kyle Larson or Denny Hamlin.
When it's Big L and I hit dingers.
Look at the standings.
What standings?
The NASCAR standings. So the top 16 go in the standings. Ooh.
Top 16 go what? 16 go where?
So the playoffs.
There's playoffs in NASCAR?
There are. It's really cool. They started a playoff system a few years back to where 16 go, and then they do 3 races, 4 races, 3 races, and they start eliminating. And it gets down to 12, 8, and then 4. The last 4 duke it out at the very last race.
No.
It's everybody racing, but those 4, it's like you can win the race, but I could win the championship.
Well, damn.
If you're not in it. So right now, top 16, doesn't really matter, but Larson's first by a lot. Martin Truex is second. Chase Elliott's third. Denny Hamlin's fourth. Reddick is fifth. Ryan Blaney is sixth. William Byron is 7. Ty Gibbs is 8. Bowman is 9. Ross Chastain, the watermelon farmer, is 10. Busher is 11. Kyle Busch is 12. Christopher Bell, 13. Briscoe, 14. Kozlowski, 15. And Bubba Wallace is 16. And a good sign for me, Joey Logano is 17. Get the hell out of the top 16. I hate him. Other than that, I'm happy. Happy. That's my small NASCAR section. We'll get it bigger as the season goes on.
I'll pick winners.
That's right. So we are going to go to our newest section that we have added called the We Recommend section. Now, I will admit, I did try to start Stardust, and I did not get very far because my fiance was not into it. So I still have to watch Stardust, which was Jordan's request and his recommendation.
Yep.
Jordan has not
I turned it on and then things happened.
Yeah, Jordan has not watched The Crowded Room
I
yet,
have not.
but we still recommend them.
Absolutely.
We're going to press forward
I'm still going to watch it.
because Jordan has watched something else prior to that he would like to recommend.
Yeah, my recommendation this week is to, I guess you can wait till it's not in theaters, but I think it's worth a theater watch, was The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
I have never even heard of it.
It's based off of a true story from World War II.
Okay.
Before the Americans even got involved. It is starring Henry Cavill, Superman. Starring Henry Cavill and Alan Ritchson, who I think is such an underrated actor.
Very good. Thad.
Yep, Thad.
Blue Mountain State always.
Yep, I saw that, and then I saw him in DC's Titans, and
he should be Superman.
Saw the depth of his acting. No, he needs to be Batman.
Or Batman.
He needs to be the new brute like style Batman. But yeah, it was a more lighthearted. No, I can't say that. It was a very lighthearted like history movie. Like I said, based off this, I love Henry Cavill in it and Alan Ritchson. Like their dynamic together is gold. Like it's the new like The Rock and Kevin Hart. Like if you put those two guys together, like
so it's like a comedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't even say that it's a comedy. It's like I said, it's a true story. It's like a history true story, but it's just those two together definitely give you some comic moments. But worth the watch, absolutely.
Okay, so that is Jordan's We Recommend. What's the title again?
The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Okay, my recommendation is Ted Lasso.
Oh, yes.
I'm still in it. We're still in season 2.
Where are you?
Still season 2. I don't know what episode because we float because she wants to watch. We watched something else with Anne Hathaway in it, and she's trying to date this. I don't know what it's called, but she was dating this young dude.
It's a TV show.
It's a movie. We just watched it. The Idea of You.
Oh, I've heard of that.
If you are into a 40-plus-year-old woman dating a 20-year-old dude and they fall in love.
It's like a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then the daughter is upset because she can't live her life because that's like the Post Malone of the world, but he's so handsome. It's like dating Justin Timberlake.
Oh.
I did not find it very entertaining for me.
Okay.
It's a great relationship movie if your girl or somebody is very into the relationship-y movies.
Yep.
It's just not my style. I want someone to die or to be action or to be scary or to be absolutely hilarious. I just get so bored because you can almost predict what's going to happen. But Ted Lasso. 100%. If you're a sports fan and you want some comedy sports and also a really heartfelt story, like I think that people miss that sometimes. Like it's an actual, like it hits you in the heartstrings.
No.
He is the coach that everybody wants for forever, but you never really get him. But he also kind of can, I feel like everybody can kind of pinpoint a coach in their life that he is somewhat resembling.
Ted Lasso is my favorite fictional character of all time.
It's phenomenal. How his mentality is always positive no matter what. Whenever he talks trash, it's always like kind stuff, and he motivates his team beyond belief. So Ted Lasso, if you have not seen it, I'm in the middle of it. It's 3 seasons long. He's a college football. No, college football coach for Wichita State. Right? And then gets a job as a overseas soccer coach for a Premier League, a sport he does not coach, but he took the job on a whim because he has issues going on at home. And the person who hired him wanted him to pretty much tank at this job because they're going through a divorce.
It's kind of like a major league situation.
It's awesome. It's actually awesome. So the owner, her husband cheated on her, and so she was like, I want to hire the worst person so this team sucks, and he's upset. So they hired Ted Lasso. It's hard to hate Ted Lasso. It's almost impossible. So that's where the story starts. and then it just goes, and it's phenomenal. So Ted Lasso, my recommendation, and your recommendation one more time.
The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Quit making me say that.
It just sounds weird because it's literally like a paragraph. So guys, go watch that if you can. I think it was me.
Yeah, but why over my head? Why
go watch that if you can. Give us the review down low, and give us the review also if you watched last week's stuff. If you watched The Crowded Room, which I recommended, and Stardust, which Jordan recommended. I believe it is that time. Sir,
it is that time to move along with our lives.
Your session.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
I'll let you take a drink. What'd you make today?
The tea?
Yeah.
Randomness in a cup.
Love it. How you really doing, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Great?
I believe so.
Great. I believe
so. I have no negativity.
No negativity.
No bad feels.
No bad feels.
I'm sore.
You're sore?
That's it.
Been working out hard?
No, I just have weakness in my body.
Oh, well, okay. Well, let's get that out.
I did dips.
Yeah.
On a bench.
Yeah.
Friday.
Okay.
Triceps still killing me.
I did my workout today fairly quick. I'm usually like a slow workout person. Yeah. Like if you give me the time and I have my headphones in and I'm listening to good music, I'll mosey and just like,
yeah.
But no, today, like I put my head down and what usually takes me about an hour, anywhere between an hour to an hour and a half, took me like 35 minutes.
Yeah. I get in there, get out.
And I was sweating. I was lifting to failure, which is that new thing I'm trying.
Yeah.
So yeah, I looked at I upped everything. I upped all my weights from last week to this week.
Good for you.
Yeah, no. I mean, we went to the movies on Friday.
Yeah. We need to go to a movies. I love the movies. There's something about a movie theater. I love it.
It's just nice. It's not nice when you're off of sugar.
Like you're not taking sugar?
Like I'm trying to get as little sugar in me as possible. Like I'm no added sugars, anything like.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not drinking sweet tea. I'm not drinking Cokes.
Is that a big deal to you?
Yes.
Okay. I don't like sweet tea. I'm a Southern guy. Hate sweet tea.
I will drink. If we go to a restaurant, I'll drink 4 or 5 sweet teas.
Dang. And a soda. You're not a soda guy now, even though you like soda?
Yeah, I love Pepsi. Pepsi's the goat.
No.
But no, yeah, so going to the movies is hard because I want candy and I want the frozen Coke and I want
popcorn.
But Andrea was nice and got me a water and some popcorn.
So yeah, nacho cheese.
She does that. I don't do that.
She inspired me to try. She told me that.
Yeah,
I fucking love it.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorite things. I thought it was nuts. You just do a little dip. You can't dunk it because if you dunk it, it's gross.
Yeah,
it's just you got it. It's almost like the little drizzle of chocolate on your stuff. It's a little. Love it. She told me about it. I was like, no way. I was like, I go to the movies. Literally, I used to go like once a week. Went.
Yeah.
Delicious. But my favorite thing.
And then Saturday we woke up and we were gonna go. We were gonna do a brunch at the Root, and it was pouring down rain. And we couldn't even get to the Root because there was 501 Fest, which was a big thing downtown.
There was so much stuff this weekend.
But, I mean, it was raining, so it all got canceled.
They had 501 Fest, Toad Suck, and Strawberry Fest in Cabot. The whole state.
And it was all shut down because of the storms. So we ended up going to Big Bad Breakfast instead.
Delicious.
It's so good.
Love Big Bad Breakfast.
It was really good. And then we kind of just sat around and played video games the rest of the weekend. Like she wanted to play Harry Potter or Hogwarts, and I just played some Dead by Daylight. So
we went to the Bryant Cafe.
Okay.
So every Sunday we pick out a place, whether we've been or not, but we pick out a place and we go for lunch right after church. And so Carrie had to work. So it was me and my mom, Amanda, and our friend Destiny. Her boyfriend was flying in and his flight got delayed. So we went to the Bryant Cafe. Surprisingly, a very good rating for us.
Okay.
It was great. Good breakfast food. We wanted breakfast. Biscuits and gravy were great. The omelet. Omelet was the move.
Omelet was the move. That's what I had this weekend.
Mm-hmm. It was delicious. Yeah. And they stuffed that sucker. So, but I didn't really get to do a whole lot. Did go to my dad's shop Saturday, and we did a pretty big clean out.
Good.
Coolest thing is it's like treasures, even though you're not really looking.
Yeah.
You have to go through every freaking box that we're going to go through. So we moved a bunch of trunks, and we didn't get rid of them, but we moved them. My dad collected random stuff to the human, but it I felt like he was a history buff trying to preserve shit.
Yeah.
There's a no joke. We found a trunk full of firefighter gear. He was not a firefighter.
Okay.
It was just firefighter gear. We found a trunk full of police batons. Don't know why.
Like a whole trunk full.
Just batons.
Who was your dad?
And then we found old knives, like just weird knives in a trunk. All kinds of stuff. There's always there's toys, like weird. Like whatever. I think he wanted to preserve every piece of history he could. Like it was his job. But we found in the corner, I'm moving stuff out of the way, trying to clear out the space. I want to redo the whole shop. So I was like, we have to take everything off the walls, but let's just get the things at least moved out that doesn't need to be in here. That's not a tool. And sitting in the corner were 16 little bitty cars on a thing, just laying in the corner, all Dale Earnhardt's cars, every one of them. It was insane. I'm talking from the 70s to the early 2000s. Like, it was nuts. But it's just wild what you find in there.
Yeah.
Absolutely wild. Found a gold Pokemon card as well.
Oh, okay.
Found it all. Like, it's just random stuff. But yeah, we got to clean that out Saturday, which is great. Sunday breakfast, and then I got to go hang out with my boys. I asked another buddy, Steven, to be in the wedding.
Oh, nice. I'm glad you got to do that. I got you.
So it was great. And then came home.
Woo!
So yeah. But I hear Jordan has some pretty good news. Little schoolboy.
Oh, yeah. All A's and B's this semester.
Let's go. We're going to Chuck E. Cheese.
I was surprised because I expected to make like a low C in both history and psychology, but both of those grades have been posted and both were B's.
C, baby.
I don't know how. Like some magic bonus points came out of somebody's butt crack. Because even when I finished history, especially because when I finished, I was like, okay, even if I made perfect on these, the highest I could get is a 79. So, okay, I'll live with it. And I'm getting like an 80.3.
That works.
And I was like, it's a B.
That is.
So, yeah, all A's and B's for me this semester.
Good for you. Good for you.
Woohoo.
Well, hopefully the weather starts to change. It's been rainy here in Little Rock for the past week, and I think it's still going to keep going all week. It looks like it's got scattered crap.
Listen, that's good, though, because that just means that we either A, cuddle up and watch TV, or B, play video games. And that's
I just want to play golf.
Yeah.
I want to play some golf, and I want to fix the truck. And I can't do that because the garage is too busy. So I want to fix on the truck. Got to get, I think, a wheel bearing for my car. It looks like it's going to be a $300 or $400 job.
Woo.
Because you can't do it by yourself.
Yeah.
You need a press. But yeah, I want to work on the car, and then I want to go golfing again. I haven't been golfing in about 2 weeks. It's kind of a calling for me. But yeah, I also have, I will not say the person's name, but I also have a really cool lunch next week with somebody from the radio.
Nice.
So I don't know if it's like a, hey, how are you? I'm so-and-so. What can I help you with? Or if there's a possibility there. I've texted them this podcast. I've texted them what we're,
fingers crossed,
kind of like the goal and the dream. And if I could learn anything, that's all I want to do is learn.
Yeah.
And if there's a way I can come in, maybe shadow or work for you guys, and if you get a good vibe, I would love to do that. And so he has agreed to, and asked if we could go to lunch next week.
Heck yeah.
He wants to kind of watch a little bit of what we do here. So
that's
hopefully
awesome.
That's something that could grow.
Yeah.
And make this bigger. We'll see you later.
Fingers crossed for
to
you.
the next and beyond. But yeah, that's all I have really. I don't really have a whole lot going on. It's Monday. It was super foggy this morning. Gave me some fall vibes, but I loved it. But that's it. I don't have. Sorry, it's a
dull week.
It's a meh.
The
Monday.
rain. The rain for like the last 4 days has just got us meh.
But I got nothing exciting. I didn't do nothing.
But everything is good.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Nice.
Should we ready to wrap this?
Let's wrap it up.
Gotcha. Oh, by the way, guys, we do have another segment, like an actual show that we're gonna do. We have it. It's in the works. There's something of it that's referenced. It's not like we skipped out on it. We just got to fix up the truck first.
Yep.
Before we can even try to do that. And there's some stuff that needs to be done on that truck. So it's safe for everyone when we do this particular new, almost like a new show, a new version of the We'll See You Later podcast. An extension.
Shake, man.
Yes. So that's going to wrap it up here at the We'll See You Later podcast, episode 14. Brought to you by Happy's Energy and Nutrition, the best energy on the planet. Thank you guys so much for this Monday. Episode Monday. We gave you all we could, okay? Hogs by 90 on the baseball. We need it.
Boom.
Basketball, we got a new player. We're happy. Football, haven't heard nothing yet. We're hoping and praying. That's really all we got.
That's it.
Love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Jordini.
Yes, sir.
Let them know.
Let them know. Ending it. Show's over. Go home. No, I'm just kidding. We love you guys. Appreciate all your attention that you give us and the time you take out of your days to listen to us. As always, please say what you want to say in the comments. Let us know how you feel. Give us some feedback. Ask questions, and we'll respond. We're willing, and we're waiting for you guys to start talking so we can have that back and forth conversation. So try to get in there and say something in the comments. And other than that, well, guys,
there are only 3 things to make you a better human being that you can live by today. Number 1, do not piss into the wind. Number 2, Hogs by 90. And number 3, never trust a fart.
Not ever.
And until next time, we'll see you later.
What's with the fucking...
I don't know. It was perfect time.